Joining us on set now, two key individuals. Now, if you do want to play football or your kid wants to play football, you need to sit him down and advise you as well as a parent or a guardian to sit now and listen very attentively, because we've got people who've come all the way from FC Barcelona. Now, your kid could be the next Lionel Messi. Now, we are talking about Leslie Ogemino, CEO Blaugrana Sports, licensee FCBEscola Lagos. They do have a license. And also joining us as well is Bernard Villa, Technical Director of FCBEscola right here in Lagos. Good evening, gentlemen. Good to have you join us on Monday Night Football. And it's all about talent, guys. I'll start with you first, Leslie. It's all about picking out talent, and Nigeria is known to have all of that in abundance. Now, with this academy that has been put up in Lagos, what's the situation? What's the story so far?
Well, the story has been fantastic because, we're partnering with Lagos State on this, and Lagos State has this mandate to bring up grassroots football. And Blaugrana Sports has also been into that. So the marriage we have, and also with FC Barcelona, we brought a lot of kids together to find the best talents in Nigeria. Like you said, the next Lionel Messi, which is something we're sure that we're going to find in Nigeria because we got athleticism, and we also have creative players in Nigeria. And adding the Barcelona creative style of football, I think we'll find the right kind of soccer stars that we're looking for here in Nigeria.
All right, they are temporarily located at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. That's where you can find them. And I'm going to start with you, Bernard. What's it been like? Is this your first time in Nigeria, really?
Yeah.
In Africa?
My first time, yeah.
First time in Africa and in Nigeria?
Yeah.
They say there's a lot of talent on the African continent. Have you been able to identify any specific talent so far?
Well, we will see. Now we just start, but as Leslie said, and as we know, in Africa we have a lot of talent and very good physical conditions. The people here have a really good, physical conditions. And if we can teach to that kids how we train and how we understand the football, maybe we can find new good players to move to Europe.
Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of people listening now and thinking, how do I get my kid to be part and parcel of this, Leslie? What exactly do they need to do?
Well, first of all, it's for them to register for the tryouts, which we've done the first tryouts in September. We're in the middle of the second trials now. And after the tryouts, then Benyat and his team are going to screen the players and choose the players that they think that can move into the school proper. And we're in that process right now, and we've chosen quite a few students. So we have about 1,000 students that are being offered various types of programs in the school. So we expect this to start in November 14th. That's when the school is supposed to start. The official opening is going to be on the 12th, and on the 14th, we will start training the students. And then from there on, every Saturday, you can come and watch the tournaments, because we're going to have tournaments in the school between clubs that are being formed inside the school for players to come in. And then parents can come and watch, and even friends and, people like you can come and see what we're doing there.
I hear you have a temporary site. There's a temporary site at the Teslim Balogun Stadium.
Yes, at the Teslim Balogun. In February, the Barcelona team came, and then they looked around the facilities that they had, Lagos State had, and they chose Teslim Balogun as, the best place where the Escola could start from temporarily. But in the near future, we're going to move the school to somewhere where it's going to be its own grounds, and also it's going to have the school academic aspect to it too at that point.
Okay. Now, you talk about the academy. What's it going to comprise of? What exactly is this going to be made of? What can the students look forward to? Is it about understanding the basics of football alongside education as well? What is it?
Yes, basics of football in the Barcelona way, the way Barcelona methodology, introduced by people like Benyat. They're going to handle that part of the. But the academic side is also going to come in next year, where, because even this year, a lot of people have asked us why didn't we have the academic side right now, accommodation and things like that. So definitely next year, we're going to be looking at that to put that into place so that the players can, is a specialist kind of school. Like you have schools where, most of the students, and every student in that school will be in the same school, academic school. So there won't be anyone attending the academic school that won't be part of the soccer school.
Okay, just before I get Victor's thoughts, Bernard, when you're looking at a child, I mean, what's the age range to start with?
We start from 6 to 18 years old.
6 to 18.
Yeah.
All right, so when you have a child, let's imagine the child is 6, 7 years old. What are you looking for? What are the basics you're looking for in that kind of child at the age of 6, 7?
Well, we focus on a lot of things, but if you know a little bit how we work or which is our style, that we want. A player or a kid that think when have the ball, a player that always want the ball, a player that know how he have to move in the field. That's some things that we focus on when we are making the tryouts. But there are a lot of things that we have to take care. And that also during the season we have to work and they have to improve.
Victor?
No, I think what I want to say is that I think it's looking at just behind us on the screen, the young lads, it's very important to catch them young, to bring that Barcelona philosophy. I just want to ask, from year to year, how long is the relationship with the Lagos state government? And I want to say, many of these are kids. We have the opportunity to finally join the FC Barcelona in Spain.
Well, first thing is to show talent. The kids have talent, and generally on a daily basis, Barcelona is going to be monitoring the players with cameras, and they're going to be discussing with the technical director on a daily basis on players that they think are exceptional enough for them to relocate from Nigeria to Barcelona. Okay. Those are the exceptional cases. But this school is like an arm of the school in Barcelona. So it's not expected to relocate everyone, but except the people that they want to, concentrate on, put a close eye on.
I think it would be nice. I think all Nigerians are really looking forward to this relationship, and I'm sure Benan understand where I'm coming from. I think it would be great if one of these kids or two yearly can have the opportunity to get to that other level. I think that will make that relationship makes a lot of sense. It's a motivation factor. I'm happy to see these young boys. They're my kids. I was a young boy. I knew I started with this particular age. I'm a little bit younger. I think it's a great initiative, but I think at the end of the day, we want to see these young boys going all the way to Spain, all the way to Catalonia, and to showcase their talents with the young, talented lads in the academy in Barcelona.
I know it's every young player's dream to play football abroad, you know, and is that the model of FCBEscola, to take every young talent to play football in Spain, maybe FC Barcelona, or are you looking at, building, molding this talent and possibly helping the local club sides in Nigeria grow as well?
That's it. You got that. Because we shouldn't just think it's an idea to ship people abroad and,
It won't be bad, as far as they are talented.
Perhaps, yes, perhaps. But the thing is, it's supposed to have a ripple effect on our local league too. It's not everybody that's going to get to Europe. Some of the coaches that we've coached, we've done coaches tryout before, and we're going to employ coaches in the school. Some of these coaches are going to leave and also handle some clubs on the local level. And we're also thinking of having a club at the high level, maybe in a few years, they'll be playing in local league too, for players that have not been able to find themselves, also to test their skills, because it's 6 to 18, and then some players that are above 18 will go into our technication program, which is a program for between 19-year-olds and 23-year-olds. Those 19-year-olds and 23-year-olds, we'll test them in Division 2, and then maybe they'll grow into Division 1. So there's a plan for also the grassroots, the base here, and at the same time, they become attractive to foreign coaches from Arsenal, from Man U, because if they're looking for a player in Africa, they will look for a Barcelona certified player over a player that doesn't have that kind of certification. So it's a ripple effect generally, both locally and internationally.
Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, well, I want to say that's what we want to do. It's not just move players. A lot of people know that it's very difficult, but we take, for example, the local coaches will be from Nigeria. We are forming coaches from Nigeria, so that's also important because it's going to improve the level for the coaches from here, from Lagos, and I hope that improve also the level from the league from Nigeria and maybe the national team from Nigeria and all this part of Africa.
Sorry, I may add one thing here. The Escola is not only for that. There's also, it has various programs that's going to be running at the same time. We're going to run clinics, we're going to run camps, we're going to run clinics for coaches, we're going to run seminars, we're going to also train football, people that play football for recreation. Like corporate organizations want to play bankers games, or somebody wants to play some. We're going to be basically like a house where you're going to be teaching the structure of football in the way it's played abroad.
Okay, just one last question before we move on.
Yes, sir.
There's a 6-year-old boy watching at home, 10-year-old boy, and he's tugging at his parents' shirts and going, look what's going on. I want to be a footballer. What, does he just walk in free of charge, just comes out to the Testing Balogun Stadium, and he's part and parcel of this?
No, he has to do the screening. If a 6-year-old, the threshold is lower, but he has to do a screening, and after the screening, he'll be offered provisional admission into the school. And the school is an after-school, at least for now, it's an after-school day school, meaning after the academic program and the school that they are, they'll come to our school for the program during the day. But next year, we'll now have the academic program, where the 6-year-old can also become a student of the academic side and also here.
Okay, what I wanted to know actually was, is there any financial commitment? Do they have to
Oh
pay
yes,
something?
it's a school. It's a school, definitely. There's a school. It's a school, so there must be payments for the screening, and then also for the fees for tuition and the uniform, because they're going to have to be doing all of that. Yes.
Okay. All right, so there you go. It's really very simple. Get in touch with the guys. They are here. Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere is where they are located as we speak. FCBEscola Lagos is here to bring to you that model that FC Barcelona used to operate in Spain. It's all about ensuring that your child makes something of their future. And talking about people that want to make something of their future, what can you say about Mamelodi Sundowns? The finals of the CAF Champions League, the first leg, and they take on Zamalek of Egypt. And what a game this one was, Victor. Sundowns win this one by 3-0.
Ruthless against the Zamalek side. I saw the game. Zamalek were poor. They've been poor away from home. If you look at their runs towards getting to the finals of the CAF Champions League, so it's great for South African club football. They've come of age. The PSL is well organized. There's money. Playing beautiful football. I don't know whether Zamalek can turn it around in Cairo, in Alexandria, but I would say 80% sure of winning the CAF Champions League. We shouldn't forget they lost some decades ago against was an Egyptian side, but it was a great result for Mamelodi Sundowns. I love the style of football. They play football the Brazilian way, So I think it was logic that afternoon they had the better of the Zamalek side, who have won the CAF Champions League before in history 5 times.
And when you look at Sundowns and what they are about to achieve, should they win the finals of the CAF Champions League, they will be the first South African club side to play the FIFA Club World Cup. And that will be absolutely amazing. It's something that the whole of South Africa is looking forward to. And Bernard, what's your take on African football? Having seen this, really, what do you think? I mean, you guys in Spain, we had an MPFL all-star team come out to Spain to play football a couple of weeks ago. But in your honest opinion, when do you think an African nation might possibly win the World Cup? Is that ever going to happen?
Well, I don't know. We will see. We are here to improve the level from Nigerian people, from Nigerian kids. And I hope that in few years these kids can be in the national team and maybe winning a World Cup or playing against European teams and winning. We will see. I don't know, but I hope, and we are here for that. And I'm sure that in 10, 15 years we are going to...
when I say best African player ever, who readily comes to your mind?
Oh, a lot of good African players are now playing and were playing in the world. I cannot see one. But
there's one sitting right here.
Yeah.
But when I played against FC Barcelona in '93, I was just 4 years old. So when I played against the likes of Pep, Ronald Koeman. But I think we have to thank them. I think if our kids can learn the basics of football, and this is what we've been lacking for decades, and we just want to say thank you to FC Barcelona, the relationship they have with the Lagos State Sport Commission.
Thanks a lot, Bernard. Thank you very much, Leslie, for being here.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to come out to the testing Balogun Stadium and take a look at what you guys are doing.
I will come and
You
see.
know, and find out really
Definitely,
if the next Lionel Messi will come